Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? I hope. I'm checking in because I'm just testing out my microphone and webcam. Today I have to meet with the voice study thing, kind of. So um, I decided that I better test all this stuff because Windows 11 has done downloads, messed up my computer about 2 times a month. I've stopped my downloads. I think I've got my computer working good again. And I'm from old school, so I got on a webcam and I have my headset. Whatever works, right? Okay, so I'm going to do just a quick little update on compression socks because I've been reading a lot of the forums and I guess it's a subject that I think we need to share. Like I said, simple things, everybody, make such big differences with your ALS. And I don't like pain, so I'm mostly pain free because of all these little weird things that I do all the time. And it's worth it to me. You got to decide, is it worth it to you? Because our bodies are all different. My body lets me know right away if it don't like something. It was weird last week. I was drinking some 7 Up, Air Mist, those type of drinks. And I was actually like, wow, I really like drinking these. It helps my saliva. I'd have maybe 3 glasses a day in the morning, afternoon, night, just to control the saliva. I did that for maybe 2 weeks. And then my body didn't want that stuff anymore. And it came all out at the worst times, too. I always say if my body doesn't like something, it purges it out. I either throw it up or it comes out the other end. I hate to be gross, but that's what happens. It purges, okay? So I don't drink 7 Up anymore. Easy fix. And I haven't had any issues since. So that's one thing I want you to say. If it's affecting something, figure out what you're eating, what's causing that, or what you're drinking, or what you're doing. Um, it's hard for me to tell. My ALS progresses super slow because of the meds I'm putting on. But I was trying to remember, when did I start sleeping with compression socks and wearing them 24/7? I can't remember. Been doing this for so long. But you know what? It works. I'm proof of it. I've been probably wearing these crazy things for at least 6, 7 years. And I've never had swelled up legs or feet. A lot of people are complaining about that. I've never had that problem. I don't get hardly any cramps or anything in my feet. Now, if I do, it is not near as severe as the cramps and stuff that I used to get, okay, before I started wearing these and taking my meds. So they really help. And I think what it does is it causes just a very low pressure, which I think the body and ALS likes. And also it massages just a tiny bit. Now, the other thing that I do that's crazy, but it works perfect. And with ALS, I like everything light. That helps me. All my clothes are light. They're easy for me to put on, take off. My silverware's light. I use plastic plates. I have little lightweight pans. I've changed everything. I have for years, and it works. It's saving my fingers. They're still here, and then these gloves too, because I just found out that there's no muscles in your fingers. It comes from this fat part of your body or on your hand that cause the muscles. That amazed me because these gloves pads that area and they pull on this other muscle in your hand for your thumb. And then I type on my computer every day. So I do very light exercise with my fingers and I still can move them, as you see. Um, And then I take my THC and my hemp gummies, but sleep on my BiPAP and pray. That's all I'm doing with ALS, and it's working for me. But the other day, I got up and it's like, wow, my knee, I had this pain in the nerve or muscle. It's just going crazy. And I thought, geez, I can't hardly walk. I mean, oh no. And it lasted for a couple of days and I couldn't figure out any cause for it. So then I know it's an ALS thing, that it's ALS attack on my body. You got to remember, I've been on a half a gummy or less for the last 8 years. And I just a year ago started taking them every 4 hours instead of every 6 hours to get more in my system when I had that cancer. And so I decided the other day, first of all, I took a pair of my compression socks, I cut the feet out of them, and then I pulled that compression up over my knees. Oh my gosh, I could walk, the pain got better. We actually were going to go over the river for my little walking exercise stuff, and it I just wore a long dress. Nobody knew I even had it on, and I didn't have any problems with my knee. So this works, and I've used them also to put like on your arms, like when your arms start aching, if you picked up something too heavy or redid, then your arm's going to start going crazy. So you put that top of that compression sock on your arm, and it helps the pain again, and it settles all the nerves and muscles that are riled up. So that's kind of my little tip. Let's talk insurance a little bit. Um, some people, I mean, they put me back on Medicaid. Praise the Lord. But, it all has its issues. And right now, they're trying to get me some kind of special mammogram put up because of the cancer last year that went in remission, so they can check to make sure that a new cancer popped up this year. But we can't do that until the new doctor. They're not taking doctors here. We finally found one that they might take. So I've been waiting for a week and a half for them to call back to accept me. If they do, then I have to get the appointment. Then I have to have the doctor send referrals to my cancer doctor, my neurologist, all the people that I have to go see. And once I get those, then it's pretty easy sailing because like I said, I don't go to an ALS clinic. I belong to ALS with Arizona. I belong to the World ALS thing. Um, and they're awesome, but I live too far. I don't even drive. So I do ARC, ARC, and they do my voice, there's like 4 sentences they call you, you say them. I can go in there and see, I think my voice is fine, but I can see, no, my voice isn't fine. It isn't like it used to be, and that's okay. I can still talk. But today I'm going to be doing, they're going to interview me to maybe do a study on voice where it'll really help people that are home, which we all are, um, different things that we can do from home. I'm all for. The only time I do any of these studies and research things is if I can do them from my home, and also if there's something that's going to help people that are at home. Okay, like art. They ask the same questions that they would ask somewhere else, okay? And you just answer them, and then they can tell you how fast you're progressing by your answers, gives a number, how fast you're progressing, okay? And then they do the voice thing, and there's a few other things they ask because they're trying to see if they can monitor people at home. Also, they're trying to do, and anybody can sign up on ARC. I encourage you to do that. It helps me because I don't go to ALS clinics and stuff because I can monitor everything. I can, my AFR score, or whatever they call that, it goes up and down all the time a little bit. And, we'll see what happens. What I did this yesterday is I thought I'm going to try something different because I knew I had to do something. I didn't want to just increase all my meds. It's been 8 years, so I probably got to increase it some. But so what I did is I decided my noon meds, I'm going to take a whole gummy with a half of a hemp gummy. And then at 4, because I take these every 4 hours, then I will go back to a half a gummy with that and then stay on my half schedule. But every day, because noon to 6 is when I do my most activities. We usually go somewhere during this time if my boyfriend's here. That's when I need more energy and stuff. The interesting thing that happened yesterday, I've been having eating problems that I talked about in one of my videos. And what was interesting is I started nibbling on food all day by upping my meds. I had to chuckle. I thought, oh gosh, I've got the munchies, but that's not a bad thing right now. So that's going to work for me too, so I can at least eat something. So, so I'd have that 6-hour window. I'd be able to eat a little better, I guess, too, with upping the meds. But that's the only side effect that I could come up with is eating more. And that's something that I need anyways to help me eat. So anyway, this is day 2 of that. And we'll see what happens. But I figured, most people take 20 mgs a day for medical. Of course, I've got ALS, and I use it to keep my cancer at bay too. So, and I've been taking 30 mgs for the last year, and yesterday and today, I'm going to be up to 35 mgs. Like a oh gosh, let me think. Like a day, in 24-hour period. So, that for the people that are trying the THC and the hemp and stuff, I'm kind of giving you my updates whenever I jump on here, what I'm doing, what's working, what isn't working. This is all kind of test and error. And don't believe everything you read on the news thing. I was reading some stuff today, and it's like, I've been on this stuff for over 7 years, and here I am doing great, and they're sitting there saying they told me my kidneys are wonderful. I mean, my blood work is good. People can't even believe my blood work, and they think it's because of these gummies, and then they're saying all this stuff it's going to cause. I have to say, what surprises me, the thing that affected my body more than anything was the hemp gummy. Okay. And, I think the hemp gummy is part of this whole thing, making sure you take that with the THC. And so what I did is I cut those hemp gummies in half because I'm taking them sooner. And that just boom, my vitals were better. Everything was fine once I cut those hemp gummies in half. So be sure and play around with that stuff, like I said before, because your body's changing all the time, okay? And so that's the best advice I give is where your body's changing and stuff, then we can do that. Well, I hope everybody's good. If anybody wants to leave me any questions, all I can do is live stuff because I can't figure out how to make videos yet. Maybe somebody will teach me, or maybe need to get on YouTube and maybe they'll teach me how to make videos where I could make more fun, nice videos. Mine are pretty rough, but I'm here to get the information out. And I just want to say God bless you all and keep the faith. And don't be afraid to try something you feel like it might help you, because these little things will help you stay more mobile and keep you alive a little longer. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye.